All right, so basically, says when scientists when they're dealing with very large numbers or very small numbers, it can be cumbersome to perform mathematical operations. All right. So what happens is, you see, is that sometimes when we have scientists and mathematicians, when they're dealing with very like really small numbers, like the weight of an atom, electron, very, very small figures. And they have to add and subtract and multiply these numbers. You know, sometimes you have 0.000008 something. You have, I think, anybody knows if I hear about Avogadro's numbers, for those who do chemistry? Anybody do chemistry?
No.
No?
Yes, but I don't remember
You
what
remember, right?
Avogadro's numbers are.
Right. I think Avogadro's number is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
so,
something of the sort.
right. So 10 to the 23rd means 23 zeros. All right. So can you imagine before you have this kind of thing, they have to work with all these zeros. So can you imagine you're supposed to add like two of those numbers and subtract something? You know, it is very cumbersome. All right. So what they do, they invent this thing called standard form, and standard form is just to make life easy for scientists and mathematicians and even students of science and math to write really, really large and really, really small numbers in a specific way. All right. What is that specific way? So this is a specific way. All right. So this is a specific way. So it's 10 to 1 multiplied by 10 to n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. All right. So I will explain all of this. All right. And there are two phrases that we use to describe this. It's either standard form or scientific notation. So I don't know. I see something popping up. I should admit persons. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Is somebody trying to say something to me? I'm hearing like someone is trying to say something to me. Anake, can you mute your mic for me, or you want to say something to me? I'm hardly hearing you, but you try and speak and let me see if I can interpret what you're saying. I'm not hearing her. All right. All right. So who's marking on who's marking on my page? All right. Okay, so this is the form 1 to 10 times 10 to the n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. So let me give an example. Let me
Sir, can you remove the record thing from in front of what you're teaching?
I'm not following you.
I think whosoever has it on their screen are supposed to click continue. Did it come off?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right. Or I don't know what happened a while ago, but thank you. Okay, so let me give an example. So write all these questions for me, please. These three I'm erasing the answers. It's a class that I did a few days ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to write these numbers in standard form. There was a point between the 3 and the 4. It shouldn't be there, yeah? Sorry about that.
Oh, exit. No, this happened.
All right. I hope you're finished with the 3 examples. Anybody still writing?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. It's been a while I haven't been using Zoom, so. Let me know when you finish right off the question here. You can just put in the chat and tell me that you finish. All right. 2 persons are finished. All right. So if I get one more finish, it means all of you are finished. Because for me to wait on 30th persons to say that they're finished, it's gonna be
Finish.
forever. All right. Thank you. All right. Is there anybody writing? Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. And sometimes, let me tell you something. Sometimes this can be a sticking point, you know, because you have some persons, they're writing, and some people said they finish, and then we're waiting, and then and unfortunately, there are some persons who like they'll get up from the device, and they go do something, and say, "Sir, I not understand. Sir, can you do that again?" You know, and that's very unfortunate. But I hope that doesn't happen. All right. Okay, I see that most persons are finished. Thank you. You don't have to put it in the chat anymore. All right. So basically, as you can see, the first number is a very large number, not true? The first and the second numbers are very large. And the third one is a very what? Small number. All right. So what these mathematicians and scientists have done is come up with a format of writing numbers in a specific way. All right. And the specific way, what they're saying is, you see this number here? You're going to have to convert that number so that it becomes between 1 and 10. All right. Now, class, can you tell me where the point is? There's no point here, but the point is actually there.
In front of the 3.
Supposed to go
Between the 3 and the
between
4.
3 and 4. Between 3 and 4.
Well, no, I asked, well, yeah, you're correct, but I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm saying presently there is no point for this whole number, but really and truly there's actually a point at the end. All right, and you can put a 0 as a placeholder. All right, so the question is, where would I put the decimal point that is right at the end? Remember, no, that decimal point wasn't there. You'd have to put it there. All right, and the question is, where would you put the point so that this number becomes between 1 and 10? And as you correctly said, most of you, so you put the point between what? The 3 and the 4. Now, what if I put the point between the 4 and the 5? What's going to happen?
So it's gonna be greater than 10 because it's gonna be 34.5.
Right, greater than 10. If I put the point in front of the 3, what happens?
It's gonna be less than 1.
Less than 1. Right, and what the rule says, the number have to be between what? 1 and 10. So what does between 1 and 10 really mean, though? What? All right. Please, Shelly-Ann, please mute your mic. All right. All right. Okay, so right. So between 1 and 10 means more than 1 and less than 10. All right. So it's going to be between what? The 3 and the 4. So the answer is 3.45. All right. Now you don't have to write these zeros there, because they wouldn't have any value. So I'm saying, if you put the point between the 3 and the 4, these zeros won't have any value. All right. And the next part of the format says what? You put a what? A multiplication sign. All right. And then now you multiply it by what, class? What is there? 10 to the what?
N.
The n. All right, so that's the rule. So every standard form look like this. But then now we need to work out what the n is. What the n is, not true. All right. So we know, sir. All right. Let me ask a question. In mathematics, or in a science subject, when you go to the left, it is usually what?
Negative.
Negative, not true? Yes,
Yeah.
and when you go to the right, it is usually what?
Positive.
Positive. All right. But guess what, man? Guess what, man? In this case, it's going to change around, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to count how many places this point move to the left, because we're moving to the left now, not true? All right. So somebody count and tell me how many places we move to the left.
7.
All right, let's count. 0, and you start counting from 0 here. 0, 1, 2, 0. Hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, class, do you notice? Oh dear, what is this? All right. This notification keeps coming up. All right. Okay, so you notice when I'm counting, class, I start from 0. That's very important, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very, very important. Quick question. From 9 o'clock in the morning, listen carefully, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, how much hours is that? Somebody.
5.
9 hours.
9 hours.
9 hours, that's true. Right. So notice when you count in how many hours, you don't start count at 9. Because if you start count at 9 o'clock, you're going to end up with how many hours? 10 hours. Right. It's the same thing. When you're counting in math, you start counting from 0. So we're going to move 7 units to the left. And as I was telling you guys that traditionally, when you go to the left, it's negative. But in this case, it's not negative. It's actually positive.
Positive.
So that is the answer.
3.5, 3.45 to the
times 10 to the 7.
10 to the 7th, right?
All right. Any questions? All right.
Okay, so to you move 7 times to the left, you put the 7 right there.
Well, because I moved not 7 times to the left, but 7 places to the left.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I put the 7 here. And the important point is that when you go to the, it's a positive 7. So class, if I go to the left, if I go X amount of units to the left, and it's positive. If I go X amount of units to the right, it will be what?
Negative.
It will be negative. All right. All right. So, all right. So let me take out the 3 point, 3.45. All right. Okay. I want you guys to give the second one a try. Just give it a try. Write this number here in standard form. All right. And I'm going to randomly call on somebody.
Mind if I give it a try?
Yes, man.
Mind if I provide my answer?
Hold on. Let us wait for one moment for 60 more seconds. Yeah. Let me give everybody an equal opportunity. Yeah. That was
Okay.
fast. That was super fast because I just
My
finished.
answer doesn't have to be right, so sure.
All right, no problem. But sometimes when you answer too quick, person might feel discouraged and say, boy, sure, yeah, but so when I give everybody a good time, because remember, you have persons who are going to finish faster than some, and the person who, if you're anxious and work fast, persons who are slow and might feel a bit off the class, or can't bother or feel discouraged. So the best thing to do is to give everybody an equal time to compute it, whether it's easy or not. All right. Okay, so Shayana, please do not write on the screen. When you write on my screen, I'm actually seeing your name. Can you erase it for me, please? Oh dear. Yes. Please do not write on my screen. Only if you're asked to write a question, like put in an answer. All right. I remember I told you about social media etiquette, right? Right. All right. All right. The person who said that they wanted to give that try, you may go ahead.
Okay, so I actually follow the same steps that you went through. So my answer is 9.09 times 10 to the 8.
All right.
That's what I have.
That's what I have also.
All right.
Sir, I get 7, or you get the 8.
All right. Cool. Okay. How many zeros do you have here, so?
6.
6 zeros.
All right. So the point is right here, right? Agree?
Yeah.
So let us count now. 0. By the way, where did you put the point? Between the 9 and the 0? Or the 0 and the 9?
9 and the 0.
No, man, the person who said they got 7.
The 9 and the 0, sir.
All right, let's go now. So 0. You ready? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. You follow?
Yes,
Could you,
sir.
could you use your marker like to move the zeros forward instead of using the cursor? Can you use like a pencil or so?
All right. You want me to do that? I can do that.
Yes.
So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You like that now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Boy, I don't. you know, the cursor does look a bit neater, you know, but boy. All right. Don't worry, man. All right. So, all right. I want you guys to give the third one a try. So we're not going to the left now, class. We're going where?
To the
The
right.
right.
To the right.
So I want to try it though. I don't think it's right, but I
Alright.
get, because
All
you
right,
said to the right it's negative.
hold on. Let us give everybody 60 seconds to attempt it. All right. Okay, miss?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, some people are vexed up, you know. You can make some people get vexed, you know. So, but what you want, like you want to go to class in first class, you know? And that's how personalities are, you know. But I will give you the opportunity to explain. All right. Well, I hope when the must and turn up, you go answer to, you know, because, you know.
Sir, keep in mind that it's two different persons. So it's just somebody else just talk. It's not the same person.
Who I understand? What not talking about? Like,
As
when I say-
in, I attempted first to give the second one a try. So I'm saying that somebody else just jumped and say they want to give it the last one a try now. So
okay.
it's not the same person, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me want try last one.
Okay, go ahead.
The boss said, go ahead and so.
I mean,
All right, go ahead for me. You can go ahead.
Not hearing the person.
All right, so okay, I'm seeing Anna K posting something. All right, cool. All right, anybody else want to give that a try? I would not hear it from the person. The person can drop off.
Sir,
I kind of
Wanna give
wanna.
it a try.
All right, go ahead.
My answer is 7.76 times 10 to the negative 4.
All right. Brittany Gray, are you there? Brittany, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Is she correct?
Yes.
All right.
Me can try now.
You mean this question? Somebody already go ahead.
Hello,
You know.
I didn't get that answer.
All
Hello?
right. Okay, somebody said they didn't
Sir?
get an answer. All
No,
right.
I get 7.6 times 10 to the negative 5. So
Okay.
what
All
did
right.
I do wrong?
All right. Where did you put the point?
I put it 7.6. I put it at the second 7.
Oh, you put it between
Yes.
7, between the 7 and 6. All right. Let me ask a question. If I put the point right here, right? What is this number here?
Yeah.
What is that number?
77.6.
Okay, what the rule says? You can't pass what? You shouldn't
10.
pass
I don't
10.
understand.
You shouldn't pass 10.
What do you mean?
All right. Okay, so Are you aware of this? This is a rule. Did you write this down?
Yes.
Did you write this
Yes.
down?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Yes.
Do you know what it means?
Explain it.
Oh, so you probably weren't probably weren't on. But what this is saying is this is telling us how to write the thing in standard form. This is saying that the number that these answers here, right here, so it can't be less than 1 nor more than 10. All right, that's the reason why we didn't put the point between the 4 and the 5 right here. So because if I put the point between the 4 and the 5, what would I get? I'll get 34.
34.5.
Right, and 34.5 is bigger than what?
10.
Right. And if I put the point if I put the point in front of the 3, what would I get?
Less than 1.
Right. So therefore, the standard form, it can't be less than 1 nor more than 10. So therefore, that's the reason why we didn't put it between the 7 and the 6 right here. So we put it between the 7 and the 7 because 7.76 lies within what? 1 and 10. All right. And that's the reason why you'd have gotten the -5 as opposed to -4. All right. Okay. Is anybody not following? Anybody? Is it clear? Any questions? All right. Somebody needs to mute the mic. Tommy, please mute your mic. Ronaldino, please mute your mic. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. So let me say it again. Any more questions? Is everybody following? Any concerns?
Yes, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, so it's negative because it's going to the left. I was cut off a number of times,
You
so
cut
I
off.
missed
No,
that part.
no. Okay, it's negative because we're going to the right. So when it's positive, the number is positive when you move the point to the left. All right. So it's positive when you move the point to the left, but it is negative when you move the point to the right. So that's why it's -4.
Okay, got it.
All right, thank you. All right. I have a little hold on there, guys. I have a little activity for you. All right, try those 5 questions for me. I'm going to give you 3 minutes for those 5 questions.
One, two, three, four.
Sir, should number 2 question has a have a decimal point between the numbers?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I purposely put it there.
Okay.
Where did it turn around? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. One, one, one.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna randomly ask persons for the answers. Okay, let me see. I am here. Are you there? What do you get
Yes,
for
I
number
am.
one? Tell me what you got for number one.
For number one, I get 9.8 and times 10 to the fourth power.
All right. Mario, is she correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Mario, were you here? You just got in a while ago? Did you came in late?
Yes, I was in an hour after you started.
Okay, because we did an introduction and I don't recall seeing a Mario, but welcome to the class, sir.
Yeah, I was kind of there for part of the introduction.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, Novia, are you there? Can you tell us the answer for question number 2?
Sir, because of the decimal point, I don't know where to work that question from.
All right, no worry. Emily, can you work out number 2?
Okay, so for number 2, still not sure about my answer, but what I have is 1.5 because the number behind it is actually
Hold on.
Five.
Is it 1.5? You sure?
No,
Say
it's
that
not 1.5. I just did a round off. It's 1.45 and times 10 to the 2.
All right. What about the 301? You just drop it off?
Yeah. No, I still have it there, but I'm not sure, so I'm just giving you
Right, you
an
can't- you-
answer,
right,
and you can just correct me.
Right.
I
So-
had 1.45301, but I'm gonna give you 1.4 if you wanna correct me,
All right. So
because
let
I'm
me
not
tell-
sure.
let me tell you, we're not running off here, so you have to write back everything.
Okay,
So, and it's 10 to the, what do you have?
times 10 to the 2. Yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, interesting.
Is number 1 correct? I have something different.
So I was about to
Me
ask, so
too.
why number 1 is a positive
I
4,
second
not
that
a
as
negative?
well.
It's going to the left,
It's a
so I think it
negative
should be
4 how?
negative 4. I have a negative
It's going to the
4.
right, sir, so I think it's negative 4.
You guys are correct.
Oh. Oh yes, it's -4. But I hear somebody say it's going to the left.
It's -5.
It's
That's
going
Yes,
to the
it's
right.
going to the left.
It's going to the right.
Come on, it's going to the right.
It's going to the right, sir.
Yeah.
When we get the
So it's -4. That kind of slipped me. All right. Some person said they weren't sure about this, but the thing about it, you see, 145 is greater than 10, true? So you have to put a point between the 1 and the what? The 4, so it becomes between 1 and 10. All right, for the person who said they weren't sure about this one. All right. Everybody agree that number 2 is correct? Any question?
I don't understand number 2. Why you remove the point from in front between the 5 and the 3? Could it remain the same?
All right. Let me see if you guys are learning. Camille, you want to explain? She's saying that.
Let me try, sir. Let me try.
She's saying that the point should remain. Explain to her why that's incorrect.
All right, so if the point remains, we will have 145, which is way greater than 10. So I would say the first whole of the number should be less than 10 or 10 and less. And then now, so you'd have to move the decimal point between 1 and 4 in order to get the number between 1 to 10, which is less thereabouts. And then now you work the other area of the, but sir, my point is I don't understand the 10 to 2 to the second pole.
All right, because, all right, so it is 145.301. All right, so the rule says what? What the rule says? The number have to be between 1 and 10. All right, and some of you guys are not remembering this rule because you need to remember the rule. So the rule, and 145 is bigger than 10. All right, so the best, if I put the point right here, so would the rule, would it work for the rule?
No, because it's still greater than 10.
It's still greater than 10. It's 14.5. So the best place to put it is where between what? The 1 and the 4. Because whenever it's between 1 and 4, you get 1 point what? 45, which is greater than 1. All right. So the rule is what we use here. Somebody said they don't understand how we get 2. It's because the point was right here. The point was right, it's not true. And we go 0, 1, 2 places to the left. So because we move 2 places to the left, that's why 2 is right here. All right. You follow?
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right, cool.
Sir, question.
Yes.
The 3 is a must there? Because it's in a number.
The 3 and the 0, the 301, that's what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a must because it's in the number. You can't just drop. All right. I mean, in that case, you can, why not drop out the 5 then? Why not drop out the 4? You know what I'm saying? If you can drop off the 3 and the 0 and the 1, why not drop? Because remember the point on the right, yes, I know. The point between the 1 and the 4, right? So I said, boy, you can drop out the 5, but don't drop off anything here. That's not your job. Don't drop off anything.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Ms. Plummer, you want to answer question number 3 for us? All right, not getting a response. Novia?
Yes, sir.
You want to try number 3?
I have 7.5 times 10 to the negative 6.
All right, so you have 7.5
7.5 times 10 to negative 6.
All right, let me just write that down. I'm hearing you clearly, Norman. All right. Ashley Dawkins, is she correct? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Is she correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, she's correct.
All right, cool. It is correct. Is there anybody who got something different? Is there anybody who not follow it?
Sir, I got negative 3. So explain how you get negative 6.
All right. Okay. Well, negative 3. All right, cool. So it's 0. Yeah, the point, not the point, now point. All right, hold on. And you sure you have all these zeros? You sure you have all of this? You sure all the zeros are correct? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 zeros in front of the 7. You sure you have 5? Check again.
I do.
You don't. How much you have?
I said I do have all 5.
Oh, you do have all 5, and you still get negative 3? All right. That's strange. All right, let me try to work it out. So it's 0. Where are we going? We're going to the right, or are we going to the left?
To the right.
To the right. No, I want the person who had a problem to answer. Are we gonna move the point to the right or to the left? Did she
To
answer?
the right,
To the
sir.
right. All right. No, my next question to you is it? Where are you going to put the point? Are you going to put the point right there, so? Or right there, so? Or right here. So where? Where exactly going to put the point?
In the 5 and 7.
Between the 5 and the 7. Why do you put the point between the 5 and the 7?
The 7 isn't greater, the 7 is less than 10 and more than 1.
All right, because 7.5, right. It's not 7, it's 7.5. So the 7.5 is more than 1 and less than 10. All right. So I just look at it and tell me if you still get -3.
No, sir.
All right. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get it?
Yep.
All right. Caroline, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
You want to try number 4?
Nope.
All right. Emily, you want to try number 4? Emily Peard?
Oh, sorry. Yes, yes, I can try number 4. Sorry, I thought it was number 5.
All right.
All right. So what I got for number 4 is 4.6601 times 10 to the 6th power.
So much 6. Times 10. I didn't get that. Times 10 to the?
The 6th power.
The 6th power. All right. Luciano, is she correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. Emily, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You want to try number 5?
5 is 1.31 times 10 to the 2.
1.31
Or second power.
times 10 to the 2. Yeah, correct, because the point is right here, not true?
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, so it's a 0, 1,
1, 2.
2.
Yeah, it's correct. All right.
Yeah.
Any questions? All right, what time is it, class? Because my clock on my computer is way off. What time is it? Anybody?
8:18.
8:18. All right. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a 7-minute break, bathroom break, water break. All right, and we'll come back.
Sir, what time does class end?
8:45.
Ooh. Do we only have this class on Wednesdays only?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, come on. All right, guys, so All right. Hey guys. Are you guys there? Buddy,
Yes, sir.
refresh
Yes, sir.
yourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on. All right.
Yes.
I know some of the guys probably get a beer or something like that. All right. Okay. Let me see what I can do in 15 minutes. All right. So, okay. Before I, why is this? This is something new. I'm starting to get notification to accept students, and I don't know if it's maths class they're supposed to be in or some other class. But this is new, right? So I don't usually get that notification. So I don't know. All right, before I continue, let me show you something. I actually have a YouTube channel where sometimes I would post class recordings, sometimes, but not all the times, you know. Right. So it's difficult when you edit it, especially sometimes when there's a lot of lag. For example, I ask you to do a question and you're gonna work it out. I don't want really to have on my channel where you have to sit and wait for 10 minutes to do a work. So I have to edit that, and editing is, trust me, it's rough. All right. So are you guys see my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is I will post it in the group. So it's mathematics with Mr. Stevens. So this is how it looks. All right. So these are those class recordings. I think I have something relating to this. A lot of topics are some. I teach sixth form also and some other stuff. But you can, I'm gonna send a link and you can go through it, and anything that says computation, you can view it. Let me see. I'm not really popular like Kim Kardashian or give me up. Nowhere near like those in terms of viewers and subscribers. You know, I'm like just like a little. It's just a little thing I thought would be pretty cool. You know, just to have you have class recordings on the go on YouTube. All right, so as you can see here, we have Zoom math session September 30, 2020 Wilmots. So this was a class recording. I'm just gonna open it up. I don't think I have the audio. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. Can you hear anything?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you can hear. Okay, so let me just skip through.
All right. All right. So for the, all right. Let's say you didn't have the 3 over 2 there, right?
All right, so you can skip through it. So these are some things that I worked out last year. So I will send these.
6 is actually the lowest because multiple. Let me just say it's like a multiple is going to keep on adding numbers.
All right, so you can use that. You can use my channel as a guide also. You know, I'm gonna send the link. I'm gonna send those videos so you can look at it and you can have you know, because sometimes when you go on YouTube and you type in certain things, number one, sometimes the videos are coming from America, mostly America, and American, and we have the English, the British way of teaching math. So you find that some of the techniques that they use, they're American based. And so sometimes the techniques that they use to answer the very same questions are different. I may be confused. Sometimes the accent, sometimes, you know, they want to talk fast. It was when white people talk fast, you can never figure out what they're saying, but I don't know. So I hope this can probably assist you. All right. But I don't know if I'm going to do any recording, like any YouTube of class record, because it's really take a lot out of me, you know. Especially the editing part, because it's a 3-hour class. It's a 3-hour class, and to sit down and try to edit for 3 hours is time consuming. All right. But having said that, you know, it is what it is. Any questions? All right. So let's get back to what we're doing. All right. So we're going to look at. Don't ignore that for me, please. That's some high school stuff. Oh, wrong thing. Where's the document? Okay. All right. So head up for me. Approximations. And take off that for me. And take off those questions. So meanwhile, you're right that I'm gonna see if I can send those videos to your WhatsApp so you can look at them and be prepared. All right. All right, guys. Some persons are WhatsApping me while I'm teaching. I can't respond to you in WhatsApp. I can sometimes, but you know, don't expect me to respond to you while I'm working. All right. I may respond to you, but you remember I was telling about social etiquette, social media etiquette, right? All right, just post in the chat when you are finished. I need 3 or 4 persons just post in the chat you're finished writing. So we're looking at approximation, and you know approximation as rounding off, not true? That's what you know it as. But the proper word is actually approximation. So post in the chat and tell me when you're finished. It would be nice also for me to get some subscribers also. All right. Just saying, you know. Okay, so here's this. I'm gonna. Okay, this plumber says is finished. Anna K is also finished. I need one more finish and then we finish, or two more.
On to Central EFT.
All right, is there anybody writing still?
Yes.
All right. We'll give you a minute, all right? I know some of you a long time on the right, not true? Y'all forget how to write. You ever have that feeling before? The book
All the
feel
time.
the book feel weird, the pen feel weird. You know, it's like you can't hold the pen. So you soon get used to it, man. All right. Oh, you finish now?
Yes, sir.
All right. I need one more person to tell me that I'm done.
Finish.
All right, cool. So we can start now. All right. All right. Oh boy, so we're not gonna have time. We're not gonna have time, but let me see how best I can do this in a very short space. All right, so rounding up. Why do people round off numbers? Give me a reason why. Why is it that we do that though? Nobody knows?
Make the
Right, because the
equation
whole
easier.
number is divisible.
Make the equation easier, boy. I wonder what type of equation we are working on now, because like, like like everything in math is equation, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, no problem. Make it easier. Yes, you're correct. All right. Anybody else?
To be accurate or get a whole number or
Get a
to
whole
be
number,
precise.
to be precise. Right. So it all boils down to being to make life easy, basically. So let's say you go to the market, right? And you want to purchase some goods. All right. And sometimes in a way, young man, whatever, you say you want £2, right? And the man just chunk out piece, and it may be over a little bit. So I'm saying, all right, yeah, let's give you £2. It may be under a little bit. Well, in Jamaica still if it under, it's either two things. Either you pay less, but I don't think they normally likes a boy pay less. Purchase it. What they do is put something on it, like probably a little tomato or something, a head of garlic or something, just to make up the weight. All right. Okay. So the reason why we round off numbers is to make life easier when it comes to calculation and computation. All right. As somebody said, when you're rounding off to the nearest whole number, sometimes, especially in the supermarket, have you guys ever noticed that we stop using cents, right? Correct? We don't use
Right.
cent sign. Yeah, we don't use it. There was a time when it was causing so many problems. There was a shortage. There was a shortage of these little gold coins, you know. And then I said to myself, I said, boy, you know, sometimes you guys don't like it, you one bugger then something here, pile up on you. But nowadays, just give you a dollar coin. All right. So it makes life easier. All right. And as a matter of fact, since Jamaican cents don't have a value, really. You know, like $1 Jamaican. If you take $1 Jamaican to the US, yeah, it's like probably a couple cents worth. All right. All right. So I'm seeing. All right. So the reason why we approximate is to make life easier. All right. So we're actually looking at, there are two types of approximation. In primary school, you should have learned how to round off to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. All right. So we may have to look at that some of the time. But in high school, 6, we only focus on decimal place and significant figures. So this little thing here is really about decimal place. All right. So this shouldn't be here. So sorry about that. That shouldn't be there. So it's actually decimal place. Significant figures don't come down as yet. All right. Now, how do we round off numbers? All right. So listen carefully. So if a number is greater than or equal to 5, then we add 1 to the previous number. If the number is less than 5, like for example 4321, then we leave. All right. Now I'm going to explain what this means. All right. Let me say it again. If a number is greater than or equal to 5, then we add 1 to the previous number. If the number is less than 5, then we leave it. All right. Okay. So what all of that mean? So we have 4 examples here. It says approximate the following to the nearest decimal place. Sorry. And DP means what? Decimal place. So we have 1679.834, and it says to round off that to 1 decimal place. All right. So to do this, so where's 1 decimal place? So we're gonna go to the right. Okay. So when it's a round off to 1 decimal place, you're gonna go 1 place to the right. You never go left. It's a round off to 3 decimal place. What you're gonna do, locate the decimal point and go to the right. If it says 4 decimal place, what you do? You locate the point and go to the right, not to the left. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Right. You want me to say it again? You want me to say it again? All right, no problem, no worries. All right, so guess what? Whenever you're rounding off, you see, to the nearest decimal place. All right, what you do? You locate the decimal point. You locate it. All right. Now you remember when we were doing standard form, we move the decimal point. That's true. The question for the rounding up for the decimal, for the significant figures, standard form. Sorry, what am I saying? The topic that we did a while ago, scientific notation, standard form. We got a question, right? But in the answer, the decimal point move. Correct?
Right.
Yeah, man. But in these questions, we do not move the decimal what? Point. All right? We just use it as a marker. So let's go again. So watch out now. So let's look at number 1. It says round it off to 1 decimal place. So what you do, you locate the decimal point. Because it says 1, you're gonna go 1 place to the right. All right, everybody see that? Suppose it says 3 decimal place. Where are you gonna go, class? How many places to the right?
3 to the right.
3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. It is always to the what?
Right.
To the right. Okay. So don't get confused with standard form scientific notation where we go to the left And then sometimes you go to the where? The right.
Right.
When you're running off numbers, you always go where? To the right.
Okay.
Okay, so what you know? It says 1 decimal place to the right. So we're going to say 0 and then 1. So what you're going to do is say, what you're going to do, you just put a little, you just draw the line. You don't have to, but you just draw the line right where the point is. All right. And then no, this is what you're going to do. Listen carefully. After you carry it over 1 place to the right. All right. Remember, you don't physically carry the point over to the right. You just use imagination and carry it 1 over place to the right. So you're not going to move it literally, just figuratively. All right. So that's how I draw a line. Is everybody following so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's 8:48, and Mrs. Williams is always saying Mr. Stevens is always at any class at 10 o'clock at night time, and she wants to sleep. So I am going to tell you what I'm just going to explain A, and I'm going to explain B and call tonight. Oh, that's on. And we will pick up next week. And I've sent a few videos for you to watch and everything on computation. So you can watch those and follow through. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Emily?
Yes, sir.
Emily, talk to me.
Yes, sir. That's fine.
That's fine? All right, cool.
Yes, sir. Awesome.
All right. Okay. What must I say now? Okay, yeah. So, all right. So I think someone is saying something.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing that you actually explain it. Like, I didn't remember how to do all of this, but I am actually able to complete the activity.
Okay, you mean all of them? All right,
Yeah,
that's
but
awesome.
I said I wasn't sure, but seeing that you explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna start explaining it fully, but as I go still. Probably you learn, you understand some part. But anyway, so watch now. So look.
Yeah.
So watch now. So after you figuratively carry the point over to 1 place to the right, what you do next is that you listen carefully. You examine the number to the right. What number is to the right?
3.
3. All right. It's 3, right? That's how you go.
Yeah.
All right. All right. One thing I don't like about Zoom is when I use the marker and I try to move this thing here, the marker comes. I'm trying to go up. So what the note say? If the number is less than 5, you leave it. You leave it alone. All right. All right. So what you know? So is 3 less than 5?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right. So guess what now? When it's a leave it, when it's a leave it, they must have to leave this number here. Leave 8 alone. You don't trouble 8. You follow? So guess what? The number to the right is what you examine, but the number to the left is what you take action on. You get it?
Yeah.
Right. Let me say it again. The number to the right is what you examine. It's like, all right, somebody might need to be muted. For Sheehan and Pierce and good. Also, much your mic open. Goodwill Smith and Camille Pierce, can you mute your mic, please? Yeah, I don't like to forcefully mute your mic. It seems a bit rude from my part. I'd rather you mute yourself. Go through. All right. Okay, so guess what now? So you examine the number to the right. All right, but the number to the left is what you take action on. All right. So it's like it's like it's like, what should I say? It's like to the right of you is somebody that I give you advice. All right, you're taking advice from someone to the right, but then no, to the left of you is what you do, your actions. All right, so 3 is less than 5, and the thing say, the note say, when the number is less than 5, like 4, 3, 2, 1, you leave it. When I say leave it, it means you leave the number to the left alone. So your answer class is going to be 1, 6, 7, 9.8. So I know it's about the 3 and the 4. Drop it off. So that's the answer. That's a run off to 1 decimal place. Let me give you a little clue, a little hint. It's anytime it says 1 decimal place, class. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys listening? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When it's a
Yes,
1
sir.
decimal, so when it's a 1 decimal place, it means the answer must have 1 digit after the decimal point. So for example, is it for number for B, when it's a 3 decimal place, it's supposed to have 3 digits in the answer after when you're done with it. All right. All right.
All right. One question. Instead of doing number 2, can you do sorry, instead of doing B, can you do D? Because I understand everything, but D was the challenging one for me.
All right. All right. D is a little bit more than, it wouldn't be fair for me to jump to D because D have a higher level of difficulty.
Okay.
So, you understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be fair for me to jump from A to D as yet.
No, because you were actually
I know.
ending the class. That's the reason.
Yeah,
But go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, but if I did it, students might be thrown off. So I'm saying? All right, so let's look at B. Let me see if I can finish this. All right, let's look at B. So B is a round of that to 3 decimal place. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna start at decimal place and we're gonna go 3 units to the right. It's always to the right. So what you know? So 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody see that? Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Mario,
sir.
Mario, do you see that, Mario? Mario asleep?
No, sir.
All right. Soldiers can't sleep, you know. All of the men know that soldiers can't sleep when you're doing maths. All right, so when I go 3 places to the right, 0, 1, 2, 3, what am I going to do, class? I am going to examine the number to the what? To the right. You follow? No. Is 7 greater than equal to 5?
Yes, sir.
Greater than.
Yes, it is. Right. So you all right, so somebody needs to mute the fan, the mic. Your fan. Not mute the fan, the mic. All right. So you examine 7 and realize that boy 7 is greater than equal to 5, right? So then now you're gonna go to your left now. So the left number is where you take the action. So you're going to add 1 to the previous number or the number to the left. So 1 plus 7 will give us what, class? 8.
8.
So the 7 now becomes 8. And that's how you answer it. So your answer is going to be 12.88. All right. Well, notice, because that's a 3 decimal place, how much digits is supposed to have in the answer after decimal point? 3. All right. Any questions?
No, Chief.
Camille, Miss Camille Peart, are you following?
Yes, sir, I'm following.
All right.
No questions so far.
Brittany, are you following? Or are you going to sleep?
I'm sorry, Mr. Steven. I totally get what you're saying, but I guess I am a bit, like a little confused. In this case, you will not be moving the point.
No,
That's
you don't.
right.
Right, you don't move the point none time at all. You don't move the point. The point is always there. What changes are the numbers. the numbers change, but the point remain the same. You see, when we're doing standard form or scientific notation, what move are the point, but the numbers don't change. But for this
Yeah,
no.
but from it says decimal place. Maybe I get a different understanding. It says decimal place. So therefore, my idea was to move the point to 3 decimal place. So therefore, I would move the point three times to actually get the answer, and then I would round off the numbers.
Okay. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem. I got it though.
I like your honesty. It's an idea. So,
Yeah.
it's an idea.
That
So
was my idea. Yeah,
it's not scriptural here.
exactly.
It's not in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. All right.
Yes, it was my idea. So
Let me tell
was
you,
the clarity.
if you were going to made up something like that, it would be plausible still. I mean, but it could have worked. But it would change from Isaac Newton. It will change the entire world to change that. All right. But I like the effort still, and I like the honesty. All right.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, Miss Dawkins. All right. I have to mute her a while ago, right? All right. So Sino. So it says 4 decimal place. So we're going to go 4 places to the right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just erase some of these things up here. All right, so we'll go 4 places to the right, and then we just draw a little line. I like to draw a little line, The thing is, I don't want to put the point right there because it might feel some boy I move the point. That's why I don't put the point there. So I go 4 places to the right. All right, and then now who do I examine? The number to the right. And that number is less than equal to what? 5. So therefore, what we do, class? We leave the number to the left. Remember, at the number to the left, we take action on. Either we add something to it or we just left it alone. All right? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be 0.009. And it's because we have 0 right here, so you don't necessarily need to write it there because it doesn't have a value, but you can just put it there. You can just put it there. But if you left it off, it wouldn't be incorrect. All right.
But question, if you left it off, I would think that would be incorrect because you said 4 decimal place.
The 0 doesn't have a value. If I put a million 0 there, so it is still 0.0. It is still 0.009. All right. I guess
so
that's.
If I
guess it's
if I go into the. Okay, go ahead.
It's an exception. It's an exception here.
So if I go into the stakesy room and I get something like this and it said move to 4 decimal place and me go left off the 0. So you're saying
you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, I didn't mention this, but I actually marked 60 myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I say I mark 60, it doesn't mean that I mark everything, every question in 60. But I do have some knowledge of how papers are marked.
Okay.
All right, but not every question. And they'll train you basically how to answer questions, what to look for students, what to mark for, and whether you do 60 or not, any math teacher will tell you that whether you add the 0 there or leave it off, you won't get it incorrect unless it's a multiple choice. But then no, it may come in a little bit different. All right, let's do the last thing before I go. All right, so remember, guys, I've sent some videos for you to watch on computation. They're class recordings of students right here at Wilmots Academy and some high school kids, and high school kids, them talk, right? Them go on. So, all right, I remember to subscribe. All right, let's look at the last one. What do I do? Let's look at the last one. The last one seems a bit you know, a little bit interesting. All right. So it says round off to 3 decimal place. All right. So let me give you some space. Just everything has seemed clustered. All right, so we're gonna round off to 3 decimal place. So it says 3dp, so we'll go to the right. We're gonna go 3 units to the right. 3 places to the right, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So we'll draw our line between the 9 and the 8. You got the following so far?
Yes.
All right. No, we examine the number to the right, not true? And that
Right.
number is greater than or equal to what? To 5.
5.
So therefore we add 1 to the what? The left. All right. But guess what now? When you add the 1 to the 9, you get
It
10.
becomes 10.
It becomes 10, right? And what you do, you see? What you do is that you're right, the 9 becomes 0. And you carry the 1 to the other 9.
And it becomes 0.
And then, but yet again, no, 9 plus 1 will give you what? 10
10.
again. But you're right,
And it
the
becomes
0.
0.
And you carry another 1 to this
And
9.
that becomes 0.
And you get another 0. And this one now, gone over this.
Over there, so makes
all right?
14.
Right, and 3 plus 1 will give you 4. And you're right about the 1. So the answer is actually 14.
0.000.
Right, it will be 14 point. All right, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. The point is not working. All right, 14.000. And that's the answer. All right. Any questions? All right.
No, there's none.
So,
Sir,
yes.
can you do oversee, please? I didn't get the part where you were saying something about dropping off the 0. I didn't get that part.
No, what I was saying is, see, we got this for the answer. 0. Why is the point not working? 0.009. And I was saying that you don't really need to write the 0 there, because we said it's 4 decimal place. It's supposed to have 4 digits. Whether or not you write the 0 there or not doesn't really matter. All right.
Mr. Stevens.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. All right. But to be frank with you,
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. You know what? To be frank with you, to be consistent, write it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Someone was saying something.
Mr. Stevens.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Good evening again. Question. Given that 0 doesn't have a value, would it be safe if you just leave 14 as it is without adding the zeros?
All right. Listen carefully. I just want to be consistent with the teaching. No, 14.00, 14.00, 14.0, 14 all mean the same.
Same
but
thing.
the absolute correct answer is, all right, so because they put this right here, so the 3.3dp, you just want to write them.
You want to show working, yeah.
All right. Suppose it's a 49. 49. No, sorry. Suppose I said 28, right? 28 divided by 2. What is 28 divided by 2?
14.
14. This question is different from this question, not true? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't put 14.0000000. because the question is different. This is specifically talking about what? 3 decimal place. So even though 14 and 14.00 mean the same thing, all right? I don't, if a question like this is posed to you to 2 decimal place, I would rather you leave your answer like this. You follow? All right. I hope you're following. Any more questions?
No, thanks.
All right. So I will see you guys